Hello, everybody. Sam Atari here, and welcome to another episode of Sam Talks. I don't know if I can call them episodes. I guess I should call them sessions of Sam Talks. So, anyways, this one's been a while in the making, and I'm sorry that I never got to it before. It just really hasn't been on my mind. I've been doing other things, like with the Guild Wars, and there's an event going on right now, so honestly, I've been trying to put up videos in my spare time, but honestly, the whole time I'm recording this, I'm sitting there going, I've gotta go do the event in Guild Wars before it ends! Since it will be ending this weekend, or after this weekend. I think it ends on Monday. I'm not sure, don't ask me. So yeah. So anyways, with, the success of Twitch Plays Pokemon, which, I mean, granted, the viewers kind of went down after a while, and then they sparked back out. It's kind of like a roller coaster ride. There were some series where it's just like, when they played some gens, and then when they were playing a different gen, people just flew in like nobody's business. They were featured in British newspapers, I don't know, they've been featured in other places as well. Twitch Plays Pokemon has been one of the most successful Twitch things, as far as I know, and in the longest time. And actually, now that it's down until the release of Omega Sapphire, or Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, can't believe I already messed that up, Oris, duh. Until the release of that, they're kind of on the DL, they're playing, Pokemon Stadium at the moment. But, like I was saying, with the success of Twitch came Pokemon, there came so many other people trying to basically mimic that, or doing something, that was kind of like it, but not exactly the same. Obviously, we had the computer randomizer, where there was a randomizer that just chose different commands to play Pokemon to see how long it beat it. There was also some other people that were playing different versions of Pokemon, like Pokemon Hacks, where people got to play it, and now one of the newest, not really, I don't know if it's the newest, because I'm sure that there have been others that have come out since then, but one of the strangest, I guess, and one of the most addicting, even though I personally don't watch it, but other people watch it for whatever fucking reason, is Fish Plays Pokemon. I am not even kidding. So anyways, this was developed by Hack New York, or Hack NY, which is this thing, which I guess works on programming hacks or whatever. I have no idea. I don't know what they do. All I know is it's called Hack NY, and basically this was a project that they did where they set up a grid, I guess it's a recording thing, but I don't know how they do it, but basically it's a grid that is placed, there's a visual grid that you see, and the thing that it centers on is a fish bowl. And Grayson the fish, which is the fish that you see in the picture, basically swims around his fish bowl, and wherever he swims, there's a command on each, square of this grid, and as he swims over the commands, the computer registers it, and it plays a Pokemon game this way. So Grayson was able to basically start off with a Charmander. He was finally able to get out of his room, but whereas after 20 days, the Twitch community has beaten Pokemon, it took about 20 days just for Grayson to get out of his bedroom. It's a very, very slow-moving process, and because Grayson is not up 24 hours, and due to the fact that Grayson is indeed a fish, progress is very, very slow. Sometimes Grayson will sleep, and when Grayson will sleep, he'll sleep for 3-4 hours at a time, which means basically the computer is showing no commands, there's nothing happening, and on top of that, the character is just standing still. It's a continual stream, so I can't even wrap my head around this thing. Honestly, I can see where they did it, because obviously, like I said, the popularity of Twitch Plays Pokemon, to make something so outrageous as, oh my god, my fish is playing Pokemon, of course people are going to jump to it, but the fact that it actually beat Twitch Plays Pokemon ratings, by so many, was crazy. I forget what the numbers were, but there were so many viewers after a certain season, or a certain generation of Twitch Plays Pokemon, and Fish Plays Pokemon managed to beat it on the first day with so many people tuning in. I wish I had these numbers for you. I wish I had the statistics. But honestly, yeah, literally, Grayson chose his name, chose a Charmander, named it ABBPK, which everybody's like, oh my god, Return of Abby! And I don't know whether he was actually able to name it, or whether there was some hacking involved where they deliberately chose that name to memorialize Abby from the Twitch Plays Pokemon Red. I have no idea. I don't even know where they are right now, but basically, Yeah, people have been complaining. They're like, add 2 fish in there or something, like, add more buttons, do something, because progress is so, so slow. Basically, you're literally tuning in, watching a fish swim around, watching random controls, and the thing is if the freaking fish swims in one spot, it's registering the same control. If a fish is swimming around crazily, like, the computer doesn't register all the controls. Obviously, this isn't like Twitch Plays Pokemon, where people know where they're supposed to go, and they're deliberately trying to go in that direction, and where they know what they're supposed to do, so they're actually trying to do it, like learning cut. How is this fish going to actually make its Pokemon learn cut? How is it going to make that happen? How is it going to know where to surf? How is it going to know where to do any of these things? It's a fucking fish. So obviously, at some point, I believe that there's going to have to be a human intervention in this thing, because Grayson is not going to know how to teach his Pokemon cut, and to go up to a tree and know that he has to use cut, and successfully use cut. Like, there's just so many things. And, like, with the rocket bases and the spinning tiles, like, or as it's called, Giovanni's Ride, there are just some things that this fish is not going to be able to do, because it's not like he's a person and he can actually go, okay, I went there and that didn't work, so now let's try going this way. Excuse me, I got so riled up I choked on my own spit. But seriously, though, like, there are just some things that you would have to be a human in order to figure out. And so, like, I mean, obviously a randomizer can kind of figure it out, because with the randomizer, there is, like, I forget what it is, but there's, like, the probability of it choosing so many commands and kind of learning from itself, I guess, and plus human intervention can easily make a randomizer do something without, anybody really noticing. But with a fish, on the other hand, it's completely different. A fish has a memory for about 3 seconds, which means even if a fish could memorize patterns, it would memorize it for about 3 seconds. It would step on a tile, go, oh, this isn't the right one. And then it would be like, let's step on this tile. And it would step on the same tile and go, oh, this is not the right one. Hey, let's step on this tile. Like, that is basically yeah, like, I can't even imagine. So, even if Grayson has human intervention, he might beat this game in about 1,000 years. I don't know. I don't know how far Grayson has gotten at this point. All I know is that every time I log in to watch this fish, it's sleeping. And then the chat's sitting there screaming, it's dead! And so in the FAQ, they actually had to put down at the bottom, no, the fish is not dead. He sleeps sometimes. Like, it's crazy. This fish sleeps, like, so much. And yeah, every time I log in, it's just laying there in his little hammock. And people are like, he's dead! I think he's dead! So, I don't know. This is just a really random thing that I decided to talk about. In case you didn't know about it, I've had these pictures on my laptop, meaning it's something that I wanted to explain. I did post about it in my WordPress. I do have a new blog. Obviously, the blog on my website was not good enough because no one likes to use free webs anymore, so I went ahead and made a WordPress. And the OMG Girls Game WordPress has been actually pretty popular. Actually, I've gotten probably more hits on that than I've ever gotten on my website, ever. With different categories, a lot of different categories, so that people can easily sift through my posts and find ones that they want to read. I have tabs for Pokemon, Guild Wars, and gaming reviews by their console or the platform. And yeah, so it's a lot more helpful. So if you haven't already checked it out, it's omggirlsgame.wordpress.com. It's obviously in my outro that you can see. But yeah, anyway, I just want to know what you guys think. Have you guys watched Fish Plays Pokemon? I mean, is this something that you're interested in, or is this something that you would watch? There are people that stay up for 8 hours with this, like, in another tab, and they tab to look at it and tab out. The thing is I have been watching, like, Twitch Plays Pokemon when awesome things are happening, like gym battles or Elite Four battles. And so I do keep it open in another tab, and I tab to look at it when there's a battle going on because I want to be on there for that important event. But literally, this fish is, like, walking into a wall and just keeps walking into the same wall and will keep walking into the same wall, occasionally moves this way, and then we'll start walking into the same wall. Like, it's just, like, I guess it's so entertaining because it's so out there, it's so crazy, and the fact that it's so stupid and it barely makes any progress whatsoever, like, that's what makes it so addicting, because people are like, please, dear God, do something. It's one of those things where you hate a song so much, but you memorize that song quicker because you hate it so much, and then you hate yourself because you know that song because you hate it so much. That's kind of what this thing is. This is kind of what Fish Plays Pokemon reminds me of. It's something that you just think is so stupid, and you hate it so much, but you have to watch it because you hate it so much. And it's like, I don't know why the human brain does this, but it does, and it makes it addicting. Personally, like I said, I have not seen it in a while. The last time I watched it was probably last month. It's not something that I follow. It's not really something that I care about. It's definitely not as interesting as Twitch Plays Pokemon to me. But if this is your cup of tea, I will leave a link down in the description below for you. But, yeah, I just thought I'd kind of throw that out there. And for Grayson fans out there, you know, have fun. I don't know why you're watching this shit, but whatever. To each their own. But yeah, so go ahead and leave me a comment down below. If you watch Fish Plays Pokemon, go ahead and let me know where Grayson is now, and if there's anything that I've missed. If he's in a really awesome place, go ahead and let me know. Maybe I'll check it out. Who knows? Also, down in the comment section below, let me just know what you think of this in general. Like, is this something that you would watch? Why or why not? Do you think it's stupid? Why or why not? Like, would you let your fish play Pokemon? What Pokemon do you think you would choose? And why? Like, just let me know what you think. I just want to have opinions. I like knowing what other people think on certain topics and certain gaming things. More Sam Talks episodes are coming soon. I have so much to talk about. Granted, with my new blog going, I don't do as many Sam Talks things as I used to. Mostly because I would rather write about stuff than actually talk about stuff, because that means me having to collect images and do video editing, and the thing is when I'm typing, I can usually get my thoughts across so much better than I can if I'm actually speaking. So honestly, my blogs end up being 10 times more entertaining than my videos will ever be. But at the same time, sometimes when I see pictures, I'm like, I should really talk about that, and that should go on my channel. So whether or not I'm going to do talks about things that are actually on my blog, that's to be debated. As far as me doing gaming reviews like I did with Yoshi Touch and Go, I really don't think I'm going to be doing much of those because the editing on that was really just shit. And I think I was trying to record while I was recording the actual video of the Yoshi thing being taken. Granted, I think I could do it better now, but at the same time, it was just a lot of effort, and people didn't really seem to like it. Then again, I might actually do it, because I do like talking about games that I'm reviewing, and things that I like about it, things that I don't like about it, but who knows, that'll be just something in the future. But anyways, we're not talking about this anymore, because this is about Fish Plays Pokemon, and I don't want to talk about that either, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode. So anyways, thank you for tuning in to Sam Talks. This has been Sam Atari talking about Fish Plays Pokemon, and until the next one, I will see you guys later. Alright, ciao you guys.